This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up
with the Washington football team. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, this defense for the Giants, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
First carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles. But also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Caught right side, Davis. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for the Giants.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
Nice after.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Gibson.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, Washington.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
To throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? Now the try here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A handoff for Gibson.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He's got it to Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Now the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Giants 28, Washington 7. Jack Fox set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll also wind up being the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that is caught. It's Davis.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. This a quick pass to Davis. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Right back to Davis. It's complete.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Gibson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ballard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Hey, you got three down. Watch two. I'm going to run you over.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Azeez Ojulari in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Choose the mic.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that would just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. A give to Gibson running right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Let's go, D.
2nd and 6. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Now back to throw. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Now for the point after. And the lead is down to 24.
Next to score, Giants 38, Washington 14. Jack Fox set to kickoff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. He will find Davis on the left side, complete.
Missed.
This will not go down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He takes it to the 15, a nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 13. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. 19 tight.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Watch the twist.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He pitches it out. Finding room to the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
51 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.